everybody, this is Daniel. Welcome back. Hope you take care of yourself in these difficult times. Today I want to talk about when talking isn't enough, particularly when it comes to issues like systemic racism and police brutality. So as I've made more and more videos, I've got more and more people engaging with me on these subjects. I got people who agree with me, who disagree with me, and I welcome all of that. But I'm also noticing kind of this trend where there are people who think that all they have to do when it comes to these issues is just talk. Just show up, say whatever they're thinking, don't reflect on what other people are saying, don't search for the truth, don't challenge their own internal assumption and biases. They just show up, talk, let people say some stuff, just leave and not change. And that's not enough. That's unacceptable. And I want to address it because some of you may not even know that you're doing this. But this moment, this time, everything that's going on demands more of us. It demands more than us just showing up, listening, and then not doing anything different. It demands change. It demands us to prove in the conversations that we have with each other that we care about the truth, that we want the truth, that we want to take in the truth and be changed by it, and to demonstrate the truth in our actions. Because if we're not looking for the truth and we're not looking to demonstrate the truth and change based on what we learn, why are we showing up to these discussions about systemic racism and police brutality? Are we showing up just to pat ourselves on the back? Are you showing up just so you can say you did it? Do some of y'all think that if you show up to the conversation about racism that you can then tell people that you can't be racist because you were in a conversation about racism? Like, it's not enough just to talk about stuff. We're past the point of just talk. It's time for action. And look, I understand why people do this. I think this is a thing that people pick up from America as a whole. America does this all the time. When it comes to systemic racism, when it comes to police brutality, when it comes to other major issues, America likes to talk. America likes to talk endlessly about the issues and not do a thing about it. It's a stalling technique. That's really what it is. And so people will talk about something, they'll have discussions and they'll have panels and they'll do all these things. But then when you say, okay, what have you done differently when it comes to this issue? That's when you start seeing zeros. That's when you see nothing. And I'm trying to make sure that here in this community where we talk about these issues that we don't do that because that's not acceptable. I don't accept that for my own life, and I'm not looking for people to think that that's acceptable here. We should be willing to engage with the truth, be transformed by the truth, and then demonstrate the truth in our actions. We should be willing to take purposeful and meaningful action in light of what we learn about systemic racism and police brutality. Now, if you're one of those people who wants to take action, I've included a link of ways that you can show long-term support for Black Lives Matter, the movement for Black Lives, the movement to end systemic racism, and to end police brutality. Okay, these are some ways that, and you can pick what works for you because we're all in different places and we can all kind of look at, okay, what's one thing I can do to support this? But please don't just stop at talking. And when you see people who are just patting themselves on the back for just having a conversation, see if there's a way that you can respectfully bring it to their attention and say, hey, look, I think it's good that we're talking about this, but I don't think it's good if we just ended at talking. What are you looking to do based on learning this information? How are you educating yourself? What's your next step? I think we've got to look to do that with people. Because if we don't, people are going to think that it's enough just to talk about these things. And it's not. The moment calls for more, so let's do more. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoy your feedback. I enjoy hearing from you, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Send it my way. I hope you take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.